Hey guys, this is Mylandah. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I am sorry for the abrupt ending last time. I was supposed to talk to Liliana, but and then I stopped. I also fixed the game a bit by updating some kind of patch. I don't know. Like, there should be less glitches, and I also installed the rest of the DLC stuff. And what the hell is this? What the hell is... I think these are new... Wait. How the hell am I 70 now? Oh, and I also found out that I missed backpacks. Apparently you can get backpacks to increase inventory size, and I missed both of them in the last town. So I am incredibly sad. Incredibly sad. I have no space for anything now. And what the hell is this stuff? When did I get this? The edge. This is like a... Oh, I think... Okay. Guys, these are items from the DLC and collector's edition thingies. Oh. It does feel like cheating a little bit, but look how nice it is. I don't know how much of an advantage will it give me if I use these. Oh man, look at it. And I'm out of space. No. Can I steal stuff if I'm full of stuff? I can't, can I? Oh my god, look at that. So many bracelets, necklaces. Oh gosh. Cunning, Guildmaster's belt, chance to dodge attack increase. Yes, you need that. I don't care, I'm using it. I don't care. I'm using it. This is to compensate my sadness because I missed the two backpacks, as well as knowing that I cannot romance Morrigan as well. This is this is how sad I am. Now I have to use these items to compensate for it. Armor penetration, regen. Yes, why not? You're getting all the good stuff. +1 to all the holy crap. Wait, can I wear two? Yes, I can wear 2 rings because I have 2 fingers. Come on, I can wear more than that. We should be able to wear like 10 rings. Damn! This is great. I am feeling a little bit happier now. A little bit happier. 10 to increase avoid missiles attack. Maybe I should give this to Alistair. Maybe I should give these to Alistair. Light boots, leather, but no, this is leather though. Leather. I should wear leather. Yeah. Also bloody. I also looked up on the no helmet mod thing, and I decided against it because number 1, I can't find it. Number 2 is that I read that it somehow messes up with your game somehow. Like it removes the helmet for everybody, and some people look better with the helmet or whatnot. Something like that. Short bow, 2-hand. You know what? Why not? Wait, use a short bow. Just cause you're sexy. Ice arrows. I like fire arrows. Oh, so pretty. This is so much cheating. So much cheating. I know, Gip, you're gonna hate me for this, aren't you? But this is for telling me that Morrigan cannot be romanced. This is your fault. I'm gonna put this on you. I'm joking. I still love you. But regardless, I need to get rid of that. But before all that, let's talk to... Who was I gonna talk to? I was gonna talk to Liliana. Let's talk to you now. Yes. Hey! And... Sorry, talk to the dog. Doggo! Doggo! Pet to Doggo! Because I am going to swap him out for Alistair, because I need a tank. I'm sorry, doggo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, doggo. Can you do something about this gory mess? Are you gonna eat the bodies? Never mind. Do you see anything interesting? Oh my god! He can find stuff. Finds a piece of wood carved with curious symbols. Dirt still clings to it, and it looks very old. We don't really know what it is, but it looks like it could be useful as some kind of weapon. Shh. Well, Alistair, you can't fetch, can you, Alistair? You found me! A tier 4 staff. Are you serious? Holy crap. Well, he found me a tier 4 staff. Good doggy. Oh my god, good doggo. Now I want to keep him. Anyway, Mylandah, let's talk.
Yes?
Yes, is that a lisp I hear?
Lothering? I think it started as a settlement by the river, and then grew when it became the place where two roads met. There are always people in Lothering, but many are just passing through.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Yes, I like to talk. Yes, I like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
And then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
That is just wishful thinking, Liliana. And this made you want to help me. Did you hear voices? I don't need your Maker interfering in my life. And this made you want to help me.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
Well, let's see. The Chantry said the Maker has left us. The blight is the Maker's punishment. Will you defy him? I suppose I couldn't sit by either. The Chantry says the Maker has left us. Yeah, let's go with that.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Believe what I tell you. Are you saying the Chantry is wrong? Believe what feels right to you. Liliana, make sure your beliefs aren't a hindrance. I understand. Let's move on. Believe what feels right to you, I guess.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
Yep, that's what you believe in. Then so be it.
What will happen to us now that the king is dead?
Find yourself a new king.
As you say.
Or, live free. Who needs a king? Elf foot. Yes, it's a foot. I think I misread it because the words were so small when I first
no
played.
fighting in my kitchen. Out with you. I'm scared. When are we going home?
So now it's stuck. It's elf foot. And we got some deep submerge. Heavy chain. I can't take that. Can I lock her inside forever? And she's stuck inside forever. Oh my god, that was so funny. Who can I talk to? Let's check out this chest. I can't. Oh, fine. Let's talk to the bartender. Bartender has stuff to say usually, right? Let's save before that. Always saving before I talk.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
What if I am? Sorry about the mess, dude.
They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
Don't suppose you have any rooms?
Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the attic. That's how many rooms I don't have.
Alright, so have you heard any... Who are those men I fought?
When Tien Logain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you.
Of course. You keep that to yourself. You know what? Everybody knows anyway. Who the hell cares? I don't care anymore.
I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tien says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe with me.
My secret
What can I get you then?
My secret is safe with everybody. Everybody lies. Have you heard any rumors?
Some folks aren't happy about Tien Logain being named regent. There are rumors he had something to do with the king's death. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tien Logain couldn't save the king from that end, then nobody could. Anything else I can get you?
Well, any more rumors?
With King Kaelin dead, the throne falls to Queen Honora. She's made her father the regent, however, at least for now. I think Kaelin's father, old King Merrick, would have approved. Anything else I can get you?
More rumors.
I hear news from Dinnerham that Tien Logain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. Anything else I can get you?
Just because you rephrase it doesn't mean it's a new rumor, okay?
I heard from some travelers that something bad might have happened in Redcliffe, overrun by Darkspawn, maybe. There's no word from the village at all. Merchant friend of mine said he encountered someone fleeing the place and there was nothing waiting for him there but death. He wisely turned around and came right back. Anything else I can get you? There's knights from Redcliffe spread all over Ferelden on some kind of mission, but I hear that they're starting to become rarefied. Maybe they all went back to Redcliffe. More likely they got tired of searching for something that can't be found and abandoned their search. I wonder what Earl Eamon is gonna do without any knights. Anything else I can get you?
Is this the GM's way telling me that I should go to Redcliffe? Heard any other rumors? Let's keep going.
I hear the Dwarven King is passed on. Old as he was probably poisoned or assassinated. That's how the dwarves normally go out, isn't it? Anything else I can get you? I hear tell they held a funeral in Dinnerham for King Kaelin. The Grand Cleric called for a full day of mourning and there was a procession a mile long passing by the brazier. It's too bad they don't have a body to properly burn. What happened to him at the hands of those creatures, it's unthinkable. Anything else I can get you? Something's going on at the Mage's Tower at Lake Callanhod. Nobody knows exactly what, though, and the Templars aren't saying. Exactly what we need, isn't it? Let's hope the Mages are just cooking up something to deal with the Darkspawn. Somebody should be, after all. Anything else I can get you?
I like how this guy keeps on going and, keeps on going.
Thank the Maker we didn't lose Tien Logain at Ostagar. He pulled his troops out just in time, so it said. Without him, we'd be lost. Anything else I can get you? I hear from folks traveling the East Roads that there's werewolves in the Brazilian forest. Actual werewolves. They haven't been around since the days of Dane and his ilk. Anything else I can get you? Some hunters who range into the Brazilian forest say that a Dalish clan there has fallen to some kind of sickness. The blight, most likely, poor sods. Anything else I can get you? There's talk that King Kaelin was cheating on the Queen and she found out about it. That's why Tien Logain abandoned Kaelin at Ostagar. Anything else I can get you?
That's a rumor, right?
The crafters of the Pearl Brothel are threatening to close their doors if they aren't finally recognized as a true guild. Ha! Can you imagine? As if the men weren't blue enough. Anything else I can get you? There's not just Darkspawn and the Horde, you know that? There are people with them. Folks who are sick with the blight and their minds are all twisted and mad. I heard tell of a man meeting his own brother on the field, yet when he called out to him, his brother didn't even recognize him and just attacked. Anything else I can get you? There's a nasty rumour going around that the Grey Wardens are evil and that they worship the Archdemon. They're the ones that caused the blight. They were getting upset, see, that there was no use for them anymore, so they summoned up the Archdemon to do their bidding. It would explain a great many things. Anything else I can get you?
That is a pretty interesting idea. And I like how enthusiastic he was when he's telling me, and he knows that I'm a Grey Warden. He's weird.
It's said the North Road Inn serves a shepherd's pie containing actual shepherds.
No!
Seems the innkeeper has something against the flocks being brought too near his own fields. Anything else I can get you?
Which shepherd?
I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can think of at the moment.
You're finally done! Congratulations! I've exhausted all his dialogue. Now the voice actor can, rest in peace. Because I exhausted everything. Aren't you happy? Let's see. Let's talk to these random guys.
Darkspawn killed all my livestock.
I can't just pack
I'm
up my
ruined.
whole farmhold and flee. The army will
Only
save us, won't
resting
they?
until we can head north with everyone else.
You think that Canary killed all them folks and just stood there waiting to be taken away?
Well, you have an exclamation mark on your head. I'm gonna leave you till last.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
I'm trying to listen to the bard's song. Can we speak when they're done?
Who's singing?
I am trying to listen to the bard's song. Can we speak once they finish?
Oh, let's talk to the bards then.
Please, I must continue playing, else I earn no coin tonight.
I just play what the innkeep asks. We need his coin to travel north.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
Please, we came here
Don't
to
like
get
this
away
place.
Alright,
from the fighting.
they're
Why did we
boring.
come here?
And this guy looks special as well. Hey, Blackstone, yeah.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
No. Is there something I can do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
Why should I help you? How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
Sure, why not? More quests equals more money, right?
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Alright. Now, we got a letter from those people. Quest related. Read the rest of the quest stuff. Okay, here you go. A letter from the Blackstone Irregulars. A letter written in careful script addressed to you, to the inimitable Grey Warden. Your deeds have spread since the tragedy of Ostagar, and I find myself in need of one such as you. I am Raelnor, captain of the venerable Blackstone Irregulars, and I hope to win your trust. The Irregular have come on hard times since the war with Orlais, but I have fought to improve their reputation. Gone are days of my father's shady deals with unscrupulous nobles in Denerim. No, I have trained a guild filled with honorable men ready to fight for Ferelden. And I'm proud to say that I have seen your own Grey Wardens as a sort of model. We are not perfect. My own son advocates a move back to the more lucrative way my father ran the guild, but we are steadfast. It is in this context that I ask for your help, and I promise we will reward you accordingly. Should you be willing, please find letters in this box and others like it all over the land and carry out the quest therein. For this matter, consider requests from my sons as if they came from me. And thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Whether you choose to assist or not, you are doing the Maker's work, Warden, and I am honored to work with you. That's great. Pinches of ash. I also heard that I missed the pinches of ash thing, which was supposed to happen. Let's read it. Did I read this? Torn from a book on local myths and legends. The Kokari Wilds are rife with legends and myths that have amazed and confounded scholars since the fall of Ostagar in ancient times. One such lies between the tale of Alycia and Nebunar, two young lovers who live in Ostagar. The legend says that Alycia grew up in the company of Gazareth, a spirit of the earth bound to the overhang on the bank of a lake in the Kokari Wilds. Gazareth began to fancy her, and they spent much of their days together, talking and laughing. Over the years, however, Alycia became a woman and began to seek the company of men. When Alycia met Nebunar, the two fell in love, and Alycia hoped to bring her lover to see her spirit friend, but the spirit, angered and jealous, bade her begone. Gazareth told her that she would never see it again until she brought her lover's ashes and sprinkled them over their spot. Alycia was horrified, and she fled from the enraged spirit, but she began to miss Gazareth. And on the day Nebunar asked her to marry him, she cut her beloved's throat, burned him, and brought his ashes to Gazareth, knowing that their marriage would forever sever her ties to her dear spirit friend. There are legends among the Chesed that Gazareth still haunts that lake, and that those who sprinkle the ashes of the deceased over the right spot can summon the spirit in memory of the contract with the beloved Alycia. Gazareth will grant a single wish and then vanish, never to be heard from again. Note is scribbled in the margin. Marcus, I think this is real. If you take the ashes I gave you and scatter them over the pile of rock on the overhang, looking the blah blah blah, maybe this thing will appear and give you your wish. I think it's worth a try. Well, son of a bitch. Guess what? I missed it. And I did went back to check it on my, like, I did save before I finished that. I did see it. It was sad that I missed it on my official run, but oh well. That's what you get for not reading the Codex. I get it now, okay? I get it. This I read. These I read. And this I just read, so we are good for now. Controls, area map. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. I should go over these someday. Someday. Items, what is this? That I read. You know what, let's read some of the creatures. We read that last time. Let's look at the Genlocks. These are the most common darkspawn in underground. Stocky and tough, Genlocks are notoriously difficult to kill, even by magic. The Alphas. In any group of Genlocks, there is usually one who is dominant. As the tallest, strongest, and smartest of their kind, Alphas serve as the sort of commander, directing or bullying the others in combat. Emissaries. The most intelligent of the Alpha becomes gifted sorcerers with many ability akin to blood magic. There are emissaries that are, and they usually only appear during a blight. We've read the Hound. Hurlock. Taller than their Genlock cousins, the Hurlock are roughly of human size, but are possessed of considerable strength and constitution. The Shock. Troops of the Darkspawn, a single berserking Hurlock can often be a match for numerous opponents at once. They are known to adorn themselves with roughly carved tattoos to keep track of their kills, and indeed, though it is unknown whether or not there is a uniform standard of these markings. Alphas. Alpha Hurlocks are more intelligent and more skilled fighters, often serving as commanders or even generals. Emissaries. Hurlock emissaries have also been known to appear during a blight. These darkspawns are the only ones recorded as being capable of human speech and are often capable of employing magic. Okay, even the Hurlocks. Cool. Rats, we've read rats. Ogre. ogre killed them with arrows. Towering over their darkspawn kin, the massive ogres are a rare sight on the battlefield. Traditionally, they only appear during a blight, but some records claim that ogres have been spotted in the deep roads hunting alone or in small groups. At least one report by the Grey Warden claims that an ogre was spotted alone in the Kokari Wilds in 919 Dragon. What? Though it was weakened and easily dispatched, up to 100 of these creatures can accompany a darkspawn horde at any one time during a blight, often using their great strength to burst through fortifications and demolish the front lines of an opposing army. They use brute force to charge their enemies, like bulls slamming the ground with their fists to shake enemies off their feet, and hurl giant rocks into the face of oncoming foes. Melee can be difficult against a giant and snatches a warrior up in one hand, crushing the life out of him or beating him into oblivion with the other. The nimble can try to wiggle his way free, or an ally can attempt an array of stunning blows on an ogre to free the comrade in danger. That's some good tips. I could have saved Alistair, but I guess I didn't. 'Cause I didn't read it again. Grey Warden lore urges caution when slaying an ogre, unless it is ensured that they have received a major wound to the head or the heart. It is possible that they are lying dormant and will regenerate to full health within a matter of minutes. During a blight, most Grey Wardens recommend burning all darkspawn to ash, dead ogre in particular. Rats got a wolf! This is rather unfair. It is rather unfair the reputation of the wolf possesses in Ferelden for people that so clearly adore their hounds. Fereldans simultaneously harbor a distrust of wolves and that borders on the unreasonable. Unreasonable, that is, if one were not familiar with the ancient legend regarding werewolves. There was a time in Ferelden's past when demons inhabited the bodies of wolves in great numbers, causing the wars against werewolves and spreading great fear and panic. The werewolves were slain, but even today the noble wolf is still looked upon with distrust. Oh, the dragon. That's like from like some kind of book, isn't it? Bible? A book? That, yeah. An attack by wolves upon civilized folks happen rarely, often only in times of desperation, and even then only when the wolves have the advantage of numbers. This can change during a blight. When darkspawn rise onto the surface, their presence dramatically alters the savage nature of normal beasts. The blights passed as the corruption of the darkspawn spread through the wilder areas of Thedas. Oh, Glenn, you gave me the words, but I forgot about it. Oh God, Thedas. It would infect the animal found there, and the more powerful of them would survive and be transformed into a more vicious and dangerous beast. A blight wolf is one example, mad with the pain of its infection, and only through the overriding commands of the darkspawn does it retain some semblance of its pack instinct. Blight wolves are always found in large groups and will tend to overwhelm a single target if they can, using their number to their advantage. It is fortunate that these creatures rarely survive their corruption for very long. Well, that's it for the creatures and items. And mad religion. We got characters that I could read. That sounds also good. You know what? Let's do a little bit more reading today, because today's episode is about reading. So let's do that. Okay. The Imperial Chantry. There are those who would tell you that the Chantry is the same everywhere as it is here, that the divine and Val Royal reign supreme in the eyes of the Maker, and that is the unquestioned throughout Thedas. Do not believe it. The Maker's second commandment, magic must serve man, not rule over him, never held the same meaning within the ancient Tevinter Imperium as it did elsewhere. The Chantry there interpreted the rule as meaning that mages should never control their minds of other men, and that otherwise their magic should benefit the rulers of the men as much as possible. When the clerics of Teventer altered the chant of light to reflect, holy crap, to reflect this interpretation of the commandment, the divine in Valroyeux ordered the cleric to revert to the original chant. They refused, claiming corruption within Valroyeux. An argument that grew until, in 487 Towers, the chantry in Teventer elected its own legitimate and uncorrupted divine Valhall, who was not only male but also happened to be one of the most prominent members of the Teventer circle of Magi. Magi. Whatever. Its black divine was reviled outside Teventer, his existence an offense to the chantry in Valroyeux. After full exalted marches to dislodge these rebels, that the chantry in Valroyeux accomplished was to cement the separation. While most aspects of the Imperial Chantry's teachings are the same, prohibitions against magic have been weakened and male priests have become more prevalent. The circle of Magi today rules Teventer directly ever since the Archon Normarin was elected in 734 Storm directly from the ranks of the enchanters. To great applause from the public, he dispensed with the old rules forbidding mages from taking part in politics, and within a century, the true ruler within the various imperial houses. The mages took their places openly within the government. The imperial divine is now always drawn from the ranks of the first enchanters and operates as divine and grand enchanter both. This is utterly hearsay to any members of the chantry outside of Teventer to a return to the days of the Magister, which brought the blights down upon us. But it exists, and even though we have left the Teventer Imperium in the mercies of the dread that guy said his name before. Qunari. Still, they have endured. Further confrontation between the Black Divine and our so-called White Divine is inevitable. I am so bad at names. So bad. Let's read the Sacred Ashes of Andraste. One person witnessed Melfarath betrayal. Havard the Aegis, a childhood friend. Wait, did I read this? Anyway. A childhood friend of Meferath. He accompanied his chief to the meeting in a Teventer, not realizing what was planned. When he understood that Meferath was giving Andraste over to be executed, Havard, unwillingly to draw swords against his friend and liege, placed himself between Andraste and the Teventer soldiers. The Teventer struck him down, and Meferath left him for dead. Gravely wounded, Havard made his way to the gates of the Minrathus to stop the execution. When he reached it, the terrible deed was already done. The armies on the plains long since dispersed. Havard cursed his weakness, gathered the earthy remains of Andraste that had been left to the wind and rain, and wept. When his fingers touched a pile of ash, his ears filled with song, and he saw before him a vision of Andraste dressed in cloth made of starlight. She knelt at his side, saying, "The Maker shall never forget you so long as I remember." The song faded, and the vision with it, and Havard was alone. But his wounds were healed. With new strength, Havard took up the ashes of Our Lady and bore them back to the lands of the Alamari, fearing that Meferath's supporters would defile them. Havard took the ashes of Andraste to a secluded place high in the mountains, where he carved from a living rock an urn to hold them. Time passed as the whereabouts of the urn faded from memory. Perhaps it was the Maker's will that only the most worthy should find his beloved's final resting place. Now we have only the legends such as of the Chevalier Lothiar, who quested to find the urn to save his dying daughter and either found it in time to cure her or returned 100 years after her death. The ballads and less than certain on the point. Alright. Well, that's the magic and religion. That part is also done. Let's do a little short piece on the books and songs. Yes, this will be the end, and then we're gonna do a little bit of tactics. Not gonna be playing much today, I guess, just mostly reading. Born Lord Remy Vasculin, 863 blessed. I guess these are dates now, these are not books. The Black Fox was a dashing thief and rogue who went on and inspire so many tales of his exploit, and it is nearly impossible to determine today which are true and which are merely fabricated legend. Despite coming from nobility, he has become something of a hero of the common people. So he's like Robin Hood? His initial exploits involved ridiculing the tyrannical and powerful Lord of Van Shiven. Wearing a mask, he would appear in public and disrupt the Lord's plan, to the point that the Lord angrily put a huge bounty on the life of this cunning fox, the origin of the nickname which stuck. The primary bounty hunter who took the job, Carolus, ended up becoming Remy's lifelong partner in crime, only after nearly killing him several times, is one of the most popular tales told in taverns today. The story is often exaggerated to make Remy appear initially buffoonish until Carolus becomes so furious at the Black Fox's impeccable ability to survive that the cunning Remy gains the upper hand, which impresses Carolus so much that the bounty hunter joins him. After years of terrorizing the Lord's men and foiling his tax collector, a favorite pastime of Remy's, according to the Orlesian commoners, Remy was supposedly betrayed by his lover Servana de Montfort. In some version of the tale, a mage of the circle no less, was captured. After more than a year of torture, Remy was rescued from prison by his compatriots, including a repentant Servana, and together they escape Orlais. In this period of Remy's adventure, he appears almost everywhere in Thedas. As his legend grew, more innkeeper and merchants were happy to claim that the Black Fox has visited their village or establishment and performed some legendary feat. If the tales were to be believed, Remy led the Lord's men to a merry chase. He became embroiled in political intrigue in Nervara, was hunted by the Crow of Antiva, and then kidnapped by a powerful mage in Tevinter. In each situation, Remy escaped at the last moment, foiled the evildoer, and improved life for the poor and downtrodden. Then, inevitably, he rejoined his band of adventurers and moved on to the next land. His companions, Carolus and Servana, the wise dwarf Bolek, and the temptress knight Sir Clementus have each spawned their own individual legends over the years. The stories all agree that at some point the Black Fox disappeared. He and his fellow adventurers voyaged to the heart of the Orlathan forest, seeking the sunken city of the elves, and never returned. Many more of the tales that expand on what ultimately happened to them in that forest and postulate on how they could someday be rescued. So they might have disappeared. History of the Chantry, Chapter 1. How long is this thing? Okay. The first blight. This is the history of the Chantry, Chapter 1. The first blight devastated the Tevinter Imperium. Not only had the Darkspawn ravaged the countryside, but Tevinter citizens had to face the fact that their own gods had turned against them. Dumont, the old god once known as the Dragon of Silence, had risen to silence the world, and despite the frenzy's pleas for help, the other old gods did nothing. The people of the Imperium began to question their faith, murdering priests and burning temples to punish their gods for not returning help. returning to help. In those days, even after the devastation of the First Blight, the Imperium stretched across the known world, fringed with barbarian tribes. The Imperium was well prepared for invasion and attacks from without. Fitting, then, that the story of its downfall begins from within. The people from the far north and eastern reaches of the Imperium rose up against their powerful overlords in rebellion. The Tevinter Magister summoned demons to put down these small rebellions, leaving corpses to burn as examples to all who would dare revolt. The Imperium began to tear itself apart from within, throngs of angry and delusioned citizens doing what centuries of opposing armies could not. But the Magister were confident in their power that they could not imagine surviving a blight, only to be destroyed by their own subjects. Even after the blight, the Tevinter commanded an army larger than that of any other organized nation in Thedas, but that army was scattered and its morale dwindling. The ruin of Tevinter was such that the Alamari barbarians, who had spread their clans and hold over their wilderness of the Ferelden Valley at the far southwest edge of the Imperium, saw weakness in their army and, after an age of oppression, embarked on the campaign not only to free their own lands but to bring down mighty Tevinter as well. The leaders of the blessed campaign were the great barbarian warlord Mafereth and his wife Andraste. Their dreams and ambitions would change the world forever. It's always them, isn't it? It's always them. It's always these guys. These guys, Andraste. I like that name now. Thedas is a land of fierce diversity, from the assassin princess of Antiva and fated griffins of the Anderfels. But in my travels, I have found one tale that unites the people of this land and its story of pride and damnation. And although the telling differs, the essence of the tale remains the same. At the height of his power, Tevinter Imperium stretched over much of Thedas, uniting the known world under the rule of the tyrannical magisters. That is said that the old gods whom the magister worshipped gave them the knowledge of blood magic, and the magister used this forbidden power to cement their rule. The blood of 11 slaves and humans alike ran down Imperial's altar to fuel Magister's greed at the tale of the excess so horrifying that one could only be grateful that blood magic is prohibited today. But all that stands tall must eventually fall. Perhaps they foresaw their ruins, or perhaps their pride knew no bounds, but whatever the reason, the Magister dared to open a magical portal into the Golden City at the heart of the Fade. They sought to usurp the Maker's throne, long left unattached in the Golden City after the Maker turned his back on his creations. They would storm heaven itself with their power to become as God. This is what the Chantry, in its oft-exercised tendency to understate, refer to as the second sin. According to most versions of the tale, the Magister did indeed reach the Golden City and walked into the home of the Maker, where no living being before them dared or even been able to tread. But humanity is not meant to walk in heaven. The Magister were wicked with pride and other sins, and their presence tainted the Golden City. What once was a perfect holy citadel became a twisted home of darkness and nightmares. The Magister were expelled back through their gateway and cursed for their treachery. As the Golden City had been tainted, so were the Magisters twisted and transformed into things of darkness. The very first of Darkspawn, the Golden City, once a shining beacon at the heart of the Fade, became the Black City, a reminder of all that man's pride has cost. Well, is this? I don't know. Are these even true, or are they just people talking about stuff? Legends of Luthias Dwarfson. Well, let's read this one too. At an early age, Luthias was smaller than most children of the Alamari. At the age 12, Luthias saved Tutha, the son of the tribal chief, from his own dog. The dog has gone rabid, and when it attacked Tootha, Lucius slew it with his bare hands. Tootha, these names. Tootha's father, Mabine was impressed with Lucia's strength and bravery, and so took him in as his own son. Then Lucius grew to manhood. He became known for his charisma and bravery. While shorter than his fellow warriors, Lucius was stronger and doughtier than any warriors in the tribe. When Lucius was still a young man, Mabine sent him to a dwarven city of Ozamar to negotiate an alliance. Mabine's tribe had come to conflict with another Alamari, and he needed as much help as he could get. Lucius was unable to convince the Dwarven king to aid his tribe, but fell in love with the king's daughter. Oh my god. Scaly? Sia. Let's go with Sia. Sia sounds nice. Lucius and Sia fled the Dwarven realm and returned to his tribe. Sia taught Lucius the art of fighting without pain, the berserker state known as the Battle Wrath, and with it, Lucius became a renowned warrior. Lucius led his tribe to many victories, until eventually he replaced his foster father as chief of his tribe. This peace would not last. During the feast between the tribal leaders of the Alamari and Avar, a beautiful and powerful Avar chieftain, Morriganan, became enamored with Lucius and seduced him. Sia learned of this trust and tryst and fled the village to return to Ozamar. When Lucius rebuffed Morriganan's offer of marriage, she left in great anger, and from the moment there was war between the two tribes. I think it was much better when that dog trainer explained it. It was much better that way. But anyway, for 15 years, the Alamari and Avar fought. During the Battle of the Red Falls, a powerful young warrior from Morriganan's tribe challenged Lucius to a battle. Lucius was injured grievously, but slew the boy. Morriganans revealed that the boy was... God damn it! Morriganan revealed that the boy was Lucius' son, conceived 15 years ago during their tryst. She cursed Lucius as the murderer of his own kin, and the Battle of the Red Falls turned against Lucius. That was pretty nasty. That was pretty nasty. You sent a 15-year-old boy to go and, battle his own... Oh my god. Son of a... What a bitch. Morriganans defeated Lucius in battle after battle until the Alamari were driven to the foothills of the Frostback Mountains. There, Lucius made a last stand. In the night before Lucius' final battle, Sia came to him and offered him a dwarven suit of chain in exchange for a night together. What the hell? Lucius agreed and wore the armor the following the morning in the battle. The battle was fierce and bloody, and Lucius sent Morriganans in personal combat. In the end, Lucius slew the warrior woman, but not before receiving a mortal wound to his heart. The chain, implacably unable to block her final blow, Lucius died, and after the battle was done, a party of dwarven warriors came down from the mountain and took the body of Lucius back to Ozamar. Well, you had a really pretty messed up life. But anyway, that's all the reading I can handle today. And then, now we are going to check this out and maybe sell some stuff and then end it. Oh, I have to talk to this guy as well. Well, hey.
As you say.
What is this? There are a number of people who pledge their aid to this in times of needs. Those are the time now. Here you will find 3 letters of conscription. Deliver them to people listed below and return to the irregulars for your payment. Should any of the people refuse, do what you must to get them to honor their oath. Oh, that's we need a lot of talking skills for this. Let's accept this. Yes, put a brand on it. My friend, the irregulars require a trust agent to track down and deal with deserters. Do this and you will be rewarded. These deserters took them valuable supplies crucial to the irregulars' future as suppliers of marshal service. Deal with these wastes of space as you see fit and bring the supplies back as proof that the problem has been dealt with. We will ask no question as your method or the final condition of this deserter use. So I could just take the stuff and then you know, let them go, right? That's cool. That sounds cool, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go out and sell some stuff. Or talk to this guy. He has a mark on his head. He has a mark. I'm scared of the mark. Let's save. Alright, let's talk about your mark.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
So, you are out of food?
Whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
You jealous you didn't think of that first. Don't worry about him, I took care of it.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Show me what you got. Oh, you can sell stuff. You have stuff. Do you have a backpack? I kinda need a backpack. Or, you know, shiny ring. I don't want a gold ring. A rope. I don't want a rope. But these are gifts. Should I buy them anyway? Glam charm. Ooh, reduces hostility. That sounds good. But I can't buy anything. Oh, I can. You know what? Let's sell stuff. Let's sell a bunch of useless stuff like bolts. I don't need bolts, I think. Well, actually, let me equip everybody with... Morrigan, you don't need a bow. Liliana, do you have a bow? You don't have a bow. Use a bow. Do you want a long bow? Take a long bow. And some ice arrows. That sounds good. Let's get you dressed, actually. Let's get you dressed before I... Let's give this helmet to Alycia. I can't. He's not here. Alycia.
Yes.
Let's give Alycia a helmet. Alycia can wear this helmet, yes. And he can't use anything else. No. What about these? Two-handed main hand. This is my sword is better. My family sword is better. For sure. You carry this anyway, just in case. And can't wear anything else. Oh, here we go. Look at these. +1 to all attributes, monetary gains. Oh, I need that. Constitution. Yes, let's wear this. This looks better. It's a belt. Belt cunning. Nope. Belt. You can wear this belt. Constitution belt. Reduces hostility. No, you need more with. You need something with more hate. While exploring. Okay. Rings. Let's see. Willpower, take that. Memory band. Don't know what memory band does. Why not? I don't know. Wait. Here, wear a belt. Get some willpower. You. Get a bit of that. Wait. No, here, have that. Kinda, you need a belt, but you don't have a belt. Armor penetration. Take that. Take that. Oh god. Take that. Yeah. Do that. Maybe you should main hand. You should. Yeah, I think you should main hand. This should be your main hand. Here, main hand this. Where's my arrows? Inventory full, of course. Of course! My dagger. Okay, here we go. These arrows. Great, wonderful. Now I can start selling stuff. No belts, right? Okay, well,
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
okay. Oh, know any well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about, poison?
What? Poison? 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 Why do you need poison? I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
Any idea where I can get ingredients?
Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Show me what you got. I'm gonna sell some stuff first. I'm gonna sell the edge. No. I have no idea what these are. Grey Warden. Thane helmet. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of my boots because I got nice boots. Chainmail boots. Alistair, how's your boots? Yes, these are worse. Versus Darkspawn. Goodbye. As for these, I guess I'll keep. These doggies. Doggies get no snacks. And what the heck? What are these? Are these just for like monies or? Can I? Oh, wolf pelt. Let's probably use this. And yeah, that's it for now. Let's make some poison. What poison do you need? Let's check. Lothering. Poison. A farmer wants to place poisonous traps. Ask you to create a suitable poison for him. 3 flasks of venom should do the trick. Venom. How do I make venom? What do I need? I need toxin extract. Toxin extract. Okay. I don't know where to get that, but okay. Well, that's the quest I need. Oh, do you have a bag?
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I'm here to see what you got. I didn't even check. Do you have a bag? Backpack. Reduces hostility. That sounds great. Oh, right. I was planning to Rock slave? No, salve. So, what is this? Increases the... Okay, nope. The gift. Golden rope necklace. Do I want to buy these? I have a feeling if I don't buy these, I'm gonna miss out on them. Oh, I can make stuff. Make my own potions and stuff. Golden rope. Sells for that. Sells for 2. Buys for 14. Can I barter? I mean, like... Things are a little bit expensive, dude. But I will buy it anyway. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Wasting my space. Here we go. Now let's save. And after all the reading and all the good stuff, I am going to end it here today. Next time we are gonna, well, run around and see what we can do about the quests here. Yes, let's go and do that. Maybe we can do a bit more talking. Alistair, can we talk?
What do you need?
You want to talk about Duncan? Yep, never mind. Yes, we're gonna do a little bit more talking next time as well. Anyway, thank you all for watching. See you guys around. Bye.